I was just distraught and just devastated. A young child dying under those circumstances is horrible.
Tonight on DC News Now, a community devastated after police say a 5-year-old was killed in Prince George's County. We're live with the very latest in the death investigation on Capitol Heights.
Also, the verdict is in. A Fairfax County teen guilty of manslaughter after shooting 2 other teenagers last year. We're live with new details tonight, including the ghost gun that was used in the killings.
Plus, kids in DC are heading back to school next week, and they'll likely have some new classmates. We're live with what's next for migrant students enrolling in district schools.
And I'm meteorologist Janessa Webb. Dry conditions persist across the DMV, but we have the 90s. They're returning. Let's take a look at that forecast coming up.
Oh, good evening. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Tasmeen Mahfouz. Our top story tonight is in Prince George's County, where police are dealing with yet another death investigation. This time it involves a young child.
Investigators say someone killed a 5-year-old girl last week. Our Dave Laval joins us from Capitol Heights Police Department, which is assisting in this investigation.
Yeah, and Dave, police haven't said who killed this little girl.
Tasmeen and Chris, Capitol Heights Police handled the case originally when the child died last week, but they turned it over to Prince George's County Police, since that agency is the one that handles homicides for the city. This investigation shifted once the coroner concluded the young child died from blunt force trauma. It's not what people who live along this stretch of Cumberland Street expected to hear. Someone killed their 5-year-old neighbor, Prattlin Delanoy.
It's shocking because I have a daughter, she's 14, and I couldn't imagine. I definitely couldn't imagine at all.
Antoine Levy has lived in this area of Capitol Heights for 3 years.
I would definitely think that children at least would be safe, especially on this block, because it's normally mostly older people that live here.
I was just distraught and just devastated. A young child dying under those circumstances is horrible.
Acting Police Chief Daryl Morgan said his officers responded to the call to the child's home August 18th.
The child was non-responsive, transported to a hospital in D.C. and died very shortly after that.
What has stunned people around town is the D.C. medical examiner ruled the death a homicide.
Unfortunately, we have a violent crime that occurs occasionally in the town, but that tends to be shootings and street violence, but I'm not familiar with a case where a child abuse case that has manifested into a homicide.
But in this case, police said it did, and now investigators want to know why it happened. Capitol Heights Police told us there's no history of any times when they responded to the child's home for trouble. You're asked to call Prince George's County detectives if you have any information about this case, or if you wish to remain anonymous, you can call Crime Solvers. We're live in Capitol Heights. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Yeah, so sad, Dave. Thanks for that live update. Meanwhile, new developments tonight in the stabbing at a DC metro station. We now know 2 people were hurt. The stabbing happened this afternoon on the Red Line platform in Metro Center shortly after 3 p.m. One man is rushed to the hospital with serious injuries, and a woman also suffered a puncture wound. We're told she is expected to survive. Police are now working to identify the attacker.
And a Fairfax County 19-year-old could serve 2 decades behind bars after he was convicted on manslaughter charges in the shooting deaths of 2 teens. And a top prosecutor in Virginia's largest county says the gun, it should never have existed. Max Marcillo covers Fairfax County for us. Max, you have the latest on the message that's being sent from Fairfax to Richmond.
Well, that's right. Commonwealth's attorney here in Fairfax County, Steve Descano, said that these untraceable guns, well, something needs to be done about them. And after the guilty verdict and conviction of Zachary Burkhardt, well, now he is pointing toward Richmond as a way to act. After the conviction, Descano put out a statement on social media saying that the proliferation of untraceable guns in our communities continues to be unconscionable. Now, we spoke to Descano in a separate conversation last week, and this was prior to Burkhardt's conviction. Now, Descano brought up the fact that action by the General Assembly, well, that's one of the biggest ways he views as a way to stop the gun violence, not just here in Fairfax County, but across the Commonwealth. Now, last General Assembly session, Descano said he helped write a bill that would have made it a prosecutable crime in the Commonwealth to carry a gun that had its serial number scratched off, but that bill failed in Richmond.
Now, the whole reason to have that type of gun is to commit crimes. So there is a crime gun like that should not be on our street. Common sense gun laws like that would give prosecutors more tools in our toolbox is really what we need here.
Children who choose to wear a mask and children who choose
Now, Descano is calling on action from Richmond, but at the same time, he is bashing the person who would have to sign that or any other bill. The war of words between the governor and Descano continued tonight. Descano put out a video on social media criticizing Republican Glenn Youngkin for being, quote, too busy running for president to discuss safety in Virginia. Youngkin, of course, has not announced any plan to run for the White House in 2024. Meanwhile, with the case we are describing, the one involving the ghost gun, Burkhard's sentencing hearing is set for December 15th. Descano and his team want the full 20-year sentence that was recommended in court this afternoon. Reporting from Fairfax County, Max Marcella, DC News Now.
All right, Max, thanks. All right, let's get a first check in the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb.
Yeah, Janessa, today was pretty much nearly perfect, all thanks to low humidity, but the humidity returns tomorrow.
Yeah, you have that cold front that was causing us widespread rain yesterday and over the weekend. It has finally passed, so you have this frontal boundary that has allowed us to sit under all this sunshine and low humidity. Now that goes up a few ticks tomorrow. It's really noticeable by Thursday into Friday. So you have about 24 hours before we start to see this dramatic change. And dew point, this shows you the moisture that's in the atmosphere. Drier air has surged in from west to east, and you can see that except for Fauquier County to Culpeper as well, they're sitting in the lower 70s. So that's some tropical air that's starting to make its way in. Satellite composite radar, limited cloud coverage, and limited moisture across the DMV. Now, this is actually for most sections of the Northeast. As that strong cold front swept through, you can see our friends in New York City to Detroit, the Ohio River Valley. High pressure is dominating the weather game, and as it continues to pull more towards the east, it's going to allow for just a good amount of sunshine really to take over as we head into the next 3 days. Temperatures are on the comfortable side right now across the Beltway into the district in the lower 80s, but the farther west you go, we are currently sitting in the upper 60s. So this has been kind of a nice, quiet and comfortable day, but daytime highs, they're about to return to the 90s. Let's take a look at that coming up.
All right, Janessa, thanks. Well, students in D.C. public schools return to class in less than a week, and they'll likely have some new classmates. The district says it will enroll migrant students. Marielle Carbona is live at Union Station, where busloads of migrants have been arriving from Arizona and Texas. And Marielle, that includes school-age kids.
It does, Chris, but it's tough to tell just how many of those people getting off the buses here at Union Station are children. Now, the D.C. School District tells me that there is a process in place, and they are working to get any of those migrant children that are actually staying in the district enrolled. As more and more busloads of migrants arrive in the district, the ages of those getting off the buses are getting younger.
We are seeing an increasing number of children arriving. The youngest that we received on Sunday was 29 days old.
And many of them are school-aged kids.
All the way up to 16, 17.
Tatiana Laborde is the managing director of SAMU First Response, which is helping migrants seeking asylum here in the district. She says the need for resources and stability for migrant children is high.
Especially the children that come from Venezuela that have been traveling for 2 months with their families. So their level of trauma is extremely high. And at this point, when they land in D.C., they really don't understand where they are.
To help, D.C. Public Schools says it is enrolling migrant kids into the school system. In a statement, it says, "We are proud to welcome students to DCPS. We have a process in place to support families who have arrived here under these types of circumstances, and we'll be providing direct enrollment and other DCPS supports." The district did not respond to specific questions from DC News Now or provide any details on the process.
Because school's about to start.
Laborde says the immediate need is enrollment, but But an important second step is ensuring the system is set up to actually help the kids get adjusted to a strange new environment.
Have the counseling necessary because of the traumas. We also have to think that their behavior might be challenging for teachers that don't understand where they're coming from.
Now, another question for DC Public Schools is how many children they're actually expecting to enroll from these migrant children. They did not answer that question, but SUMU expects or estimates that about 20% of the people actually arriving in DC will stay here once they've arrived. Again, they don't know how many children that could include. Reporting live from Union Station, I'm Ariel Carbone, DC News Now.